After Hazrat Idris A.S. won a long time passed, and gradually people turned away from accepting the oneness of Allah and became involved in idol worship. This was the moment in human history when polytheism first took root on earth. At that time, Allah Almighty sent Prophet Noah, peace be upon him, as a messenger. He is also called Adam II because after the great flood during his time, the human race began anew. The people of Prophet Noah worshipped 5 righteous men whose names were Wad, Suwa, Yaguth, Ya'uk, and Nasr. When these righteous people passed away, Satan misled their followers and suggested that they should make statues in their memory so they could remember them. Gradually, the next generations began worshipping those statues as gods. The Quran mentions these idols when it says, "And they said, never abandon your gods, and never abandon Wad, Suwa, Yaguth, Ya'uk, and Nasr." Prophet Noah, peace be upon him, invited his people to Allah with great patience and wisdom. He called them during the day and also in the quiet of the night. He preached to them openly and also privately. But the people reacted stubbornly. Whenever he advised them, they put their fingers in their ears and covered their faces with their garments so they would not hear his message. The Quran testifies to his extraordinary effort. Allah sent Noah to his people, and he remained among them for 950 years, calling them to the truth. However, the leaders of his people mocked him and said, "You are only a human being like us, and only the poor and low-status people follow you." They challenged him and demanded that if he was truthful, he should bring the punishment he warned them about. Prophet Noah replied that punishment would only come if Allah willed it, and they would not be able to escape it. After centuries of effort, when the rebellion of his people crossed all limits and they openly declared that they would never believe, Allah revealed to Prophet Noah that no one else from his people would believe except those who had already believed. At that point, Prophet Noah prayed to Allah, "O my Lord, do not leave upon the earth any of the disbelievers." The Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, said that every prophet had one special supplication that would certainly be accepted, and Prophet Noah used his supplication against his people after their persistent rejection. Summary and lessons. The first part of the life of Prophet Noah teaches us that a caller to truth must never lose hope. His 950-year struggle is one of the greatest examples of patience and perseverance. But when all doors of guidance are closed and advice is repeatedly rejected, then the justice of Allah comes into action. After 900 years of preaching, when the people of Noah closed every path to guidance, a decree was made that would become a lasting lesson for humanity. This story is not just about a flood, it is also the story of Allah's mercy represented by the ark and the fate of arrogance and rebellion. Allah commanded Prophet Noah to build a great ark. He began building it in the middle of a desert where there was no sign of water anywhere. To the people, building a ship in such a place looked like madness. Whenever the leaders of his people passed by, they mocked him and said that the prophet had now become a carpenter. The Quran describes the scene. Noah began building the ark, and whenever the leaders of his people passed by, they mocked him. He replied, "If you mock us now, a time will come when we will mock you just as you mock us today." Finally, the promised time arrived. Allah had set a sign for the beginning of the punishment. Water would begin to gush from the oven, Tanur. When this sign appeared, Prophet Noah, by Allah's command, placed a pair of every animal, male and female, into the ark, along with all the believers who had accepted his message. The Quran says, "When our command came and the oven began to overflow, we said, 'Load into the ark a pair of every species, male and female.' Then heavy rain began to pour from the sky, and springs burst forth from the earth. The waves rose like mountains." During this terrifying moment, Prophet Noah saw his son Canaan, who had not believed. Out of a father's compassion, he called to him, "O my son, come aboard with us and do not remain with the disbelievers." But his son arrogantly replied, "I will take refuge on a mountain that will protect me from the water." Prophet Noah replied, "Today there is no protector from the command of Allah." At that moment, a huge wave came between them, and the son drowned before his father's eyes. The Quran recounts Noah called to his son who was apart from them, saying, "O my son, come aboard with us." He replied, "I will take refuge on a mountain." Then a wave came between them, and he was among those who drowned. When all the disbelievers had perished, Allah commanded the earth to swallow its water and the sky to stop raining. The Ark of Noah came to rest on Mount Judi. This marked a new beginning for humanity, where only those who believed in Allah remained. Lessons: perseverance. Continue doing righteous deeds sincerely for the sake of Allah. Faith over lineage. Salvation does not depend on family, lineage, or status, but only on personal faith and righteous actions.